If I'm showing up on your YouTube homepage, please stop and watch this. God is trying to get a message to you. You need to stop consuming and start creating, okay? There's a lot of us that are sitting there feeling, especially if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're sitting there feeling like, depressed, just anxiety, you're just going through the motions and you feel extremely unfulfilled, there's a reason. You need to start creating. For example, I've seen how my life has dramatically changed since I've started creating. And I've just started creating 2 months ago. Almost, no, it hasn't been 2 months, almost 2 months ago. And I feel like a different person. So before I started creating, I felt down. Like I was going through the motion and I just felt like I wasn't myself. I didn't have that joy that just naturally comes from me. I wasn't happy. I was just in autopilot all the time. Okay, do this for the kids, do this for the kids. Okay, drop them here, take them to this appointment. Everything was just get it done type of mentality. And I would go to bed at night and I would just be like extremely exhausted, just feeling like this is life. Like I love being a mom, but is this really what God is saying? Like this is it for me? This station in my life is just to stay here, do for my kids, and because I just became a new mom. So I felt like, okay, maybe this could be what God wants. He wants me to stay in this bubble be about my kids, take care of my home, that type of vibe. So at first I was okay with it, but as the days went on, I was like, no, this cannot be it. I can't do this for 18 years, make this all about my children. I can't do it. So I decided to have a conversation with God, and I asked him, can I do other things? Because just because I became a mom, there's things that I miss. I miss volunteering. I miss talking to strangers, meeting new people. I miss a lot of things that I'm not able to do anymore because I'm primarily at home and my focus is on them. And when you go to appointments and things like that, people are not really trying to talk to you. They're there because maybe their baby's sick or, you just got to read the room. I'm not the type that's just going to start having conversations with someone at a doctor's appointment because I know they probably have a lot of things in their mind that's going on and they don't want to engage with me, which is perfectly fine. But I need that social interaction. I need that just hear someone else's story. I love hearing people's stories. And so I talked to God and I was like, what can I do from the house that I can provide value to people? And that's when he hit me with create YouTube videos. And I remember trying to create YouTube videos years ago. My last attempt was probably in 2018. And when I said, okay, God, I don't feel like I'm helping anyone. Nobody is even listening or watching my videos. Let me just stop. But I remember the feeling of when I would create videos and I would edit. After, I would feel like, okay, I just helped someone. And even if it's just 2 people who watch the video and they get something from it, I felt so much joy. And I felt like, okay, I'm contributing to the world in a positive manner. And so that's what kept me going all that time, making those videos that nobody was really watching. I'd get like, maybe 10 views and that would be it. But sometimes people would comment and I would get that interaction that I wanted. So it was enough for me. But it was taking up a lot of time. And at that time, I had to put my attention elsewhere. So I stopped. But I just remember how amazing it felt to be helpful, to use my gifts, right, that God gave me. So now that I'm a mom and I remember that feeling coming over me again. I was starting to feel depressed. I was starting to feel stuck again. And I was saying, no, God. So when he told me to start creating YouTube videos again, I said, okay, I'll do it. Because this can't be my life of being completely engulfed with my children. Just no, I need something for me where I'm able to do the things that I can't do now that I have 3 children. I remember it getting so bad to the point where I would do everything I had to do for my children, and then I would just crawl onto my couch or into my bed after a long day of handling everything for them, and I would just like browse aimlessly. Just another distraction. I just didn't want to do anything really. And not that the browsing was making me happy or anything. It was just something to do to take my mind off of how sad I was or how depressed I was. I need you guys to live the life that God called you to. It will be so much joy and so much peace in your life if you go His way instead of just trying to figure this out by yourself. So I want to share a verse with you. 1 Peter verse 4:10 says, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. So I'm looking at this verse and I'm realizing it doesn't say each of you should think about your gift or watch other people use their gifts and then maybe get around to your gift. No, it says each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others. So whether you are a writer and you've given up because maybe you feel like nobody's reading it, or you've sent it to publishers and nobody's responded, it's okay. Try again. Try again. Use that gift again. If you're a baker, when was the last time you wrote down a recipe and shared it with someone? So it doesn't matter what, field you're in. Just create, because God created us to be creators, right? So we're made in His image. He's a creator, so that means we have it in us as well. I know from personal experience how you might feel like you're not creative, right? Like I come from an African household. That's my upbringing. And they don't encourage creativity. That's not something they think is important in life. And so for a very, very long time, I did not think I had a creative bone in my body. And so when I think it took me until I was 23 to realize that I was creative. I have it in me. And it was just sitting dormant for all those years because I always thought, that's not what my parents want me to do. And it's just not a good thing to do. But it's a complete lie. It's a complete lie. You are made in His image and you can create. There's nothing stopping you from creating except for you. And I know that fear could be taken over and that's why you're not creating. But I promise you, just take small steps and your whole demeanor will change. I am such a better mother now than I was 2 months ago, because you should see, like, once I finish making a video, editing it, and I come back downstairs and I engage with my children, there's a pep in my step. There's joy in me. I am so happy to spend time with them now because it's like, okay, I'm fulfilled. Everything in life, I'm fulfilled right now. So I will there's a pep in my step to even just sweep or wash dishes. Who is happy washing dishes? I don't hate washing dishes. I never have. It's actually pretty calming to me. But I'm happy to do these things now. I'm not feeling like it's a must or I'm being forced to. I'm happy to do those things. It changes how you look at your life once you start creating. So I just want you guys to experience that and get out of that cycle of autopilot. Just get it done. Just get it done. I want you to feel some type of enjoyment in your life. And I don't know what your gift is. So, I would definitely go to God and figure out what that gift is and then start making small steps and you will see your life will change. It will change. I want you to comment right now, create. Type create right now if you are finally ready to step into your creation and your gifts. Okay? I am so happy for you guys. I'm rooting you on. And let me know in the comments what you think you'll create next. Oh yeah, so sorry. Before I go, I wanted to share one more verse with you. It is Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. Your gift is meant to glorify God. And it's supposed to bless others. And when you hide or make yourself smaller, you're not fulfilling the purpose that God has in your life. Don't be timid. Don't fear anything. Stand tall, or what they say nowadays is stand 10 toes down. on what you are supposed to be doing, what your calling is, and don't let anyone deter you. Okay? So I will let you guys go. You guys have a great day, but I will leave some other Bible verses in the description if you want to continue to just, meditate on them.